Hello. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I hope you're having a great day. Hopefully, like, jeez, I'm already off my train of thought. Lo siento, I've been kind of eepy sleepy today, but to be honest, I had no idea what to do for stream because I've been working on animatics recently for streams and kind of taking a little bit of a break from doing some shorts and stuff. So today I'm actually gonna be working on like a little project that I've been wanting to do for a while. Um, so you're like, what is this? A completely finished illustration in front of me. Yes, this is a finished illustration that I did back in December, maybe. It was last year. Late last year that I had finished this illustration, and something I always wanted to do is make like one of those like moving illustrations. I actually use this illustration as my end screen, where it's like, stream is ending, thank you for joining and stuff. So I usually use this kind of illustration as that end screen picture, right? So for the longest time, I always wanted to make this like an animated illustration. That's something that I always wanted to try and do. So I guess, because I had no other ideas for stream, that's what I kind of came up with. So a while back when I was doing a like illustration, or not illustration, when I was in college, um, I had done a character animation for an animal, and I'm like, oh, let me do a cat animation. And the whole idea with doing the animation was to one day actually make this a moving illustration. So if I actually try and get the size consistent, but basically what I want to at least try and do, or try and like futz around with during stream today, is trying to make this illustration move and have fun with it. Do I know how to do that? Absolutely not. Are there better programs than Clip Studio Paint? Absolutely. Do I have access to those programs? Not at all. So we're gonna jerry rig this, and pray for the best. So this is the little animation that I have thus far for the little kitty cat. So the whole point is to hopefully have a semi-moving kitty cat. What I've done thus far is actually pulled up the original Clip Studio Paint file for this illustration in its many layers. Let me see if I can, you guys see over here, several folder layers, all full of folders, full of other layers. This was a big illustration. This was like the biggest illustration I've done. So I kind of went through some of those layers and found some of the flats that were originally here. And the flats are kind of ugly, not gonna lie. But that's okay. So basically, what I'm gonna at least try and be doing is the cat thankfully is separate on the flats. So that makes that easier. So I have like the flats, I have the cat, I have this is before like the dramatic light, and then afterwards with some finishing touches on it. So probably the best thing to do for right now, at least this is my thought, right, is to basically go in and remove the cat from like the flatter color image. I feel like that's probably the best one to kind of go in and do now. And I apologize for like the random stream idea. I just completely ran out of ideas, so I was like, you know what? Let's start doing some stuff to maybe improve stream. You know. So that's kind of the vibe right now. Is to work on this. Do I have any idea how long this will take? No. I'm probably not going to be streaming for long today anyways, just because I am very EP. But, oh my gosh, I forgot. I gotta, call up my son. He totally is absent. Every time. This is my son. He will be running around stream. Over the course of stream, he will slowly accumulate more of him. And we'll see how many we get. So, let's hopefully have some fun while doing this. At least that's the goal. Have fun, talk about stuff, and try and jerry-rig a moving illustration. So, I'm probably going to be talking my head off and yapping for a lot of this, which I apologize, but that's what's going to happen, unfortunately. So, first things first, I'm going to turn this one like a really low opacity so I can actually go through and kind of mark out where the stuff is. Oh, from Doodle Child. Whoa, this is really good. Thank you. This is a old illustration I did like last December. So we're gonna try and make it move. And that is not at all my expertise. So it's gonna be fun to attempt to make it to move. So. Oh, I should probably, instead of, probably create a new layer on top of everything. There we go. So first things first, let's try and remove the cat. So we can animate him separately. This is where having like a program that's actually meant for this would be nice. Like, I don't know, like I think Spine is a program that you can use to do this. Where like, you know, it doesn't actually cut up the illustration for you, but you can like move it around with points and stuff. That would be cool. I think I might do that with Liquify later on. Separate the layers and then go in with literally just Liquify. Let's see what I can do. Wait, hold up. This has been the wrong color this entire time already. Gotta be careful with color picking, because what I'm color picking off is a lessened, whatchamacallit, opacity. So hopefully I remember that and don't screw this up, because forgetting that and screwing this up is gonna suck, to be honest. And I've already done it once, but gonna kind of be flipping on and off But speaking of a few things that have been on this channel thus far, the last few little animatics that I posted have been doing absolutely wonderful, and I am absolutely thankful for everyone who's watched them. So it's kind of crazy because the one I posted of a character as kind of like a character trailer has gotten like the most amount of likes I think I have ever gotten cumulatively on YouTube, which is insane to me. So that's been really cool. Also, I apologize if you can hear my fan running in the background. It is absolutely awful. My computer's running on, like, I guess fumes on this point, just because it's super hot in my house right now, unfortunately. From Construct of Your Imagination, saying hi real quick and love your art. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for dropping by as well. Alright. I'm gonna make this bigger, because now that I got the outline done, you know, you just gotta fill it in. Color within the lines, so to say. There we go. Hello, Spiritberry, welcome! Alright. That's most of the cat removed. Okay. Now, I think I'm gonna use this color for the hair. This little hair bit right here. Hope you're having a good day, Spiritberry. That is real purple. Peas and crackers. Guess that. Yeah, it's just purple in general. It's really hard sometimes to tell like the base colors of things after you add so many overlays. At least, and haven't worked on a project for a long time, so that's kind of where I'm at with this. I remove this. Okay, this whole bit right here where the cat's head is going to be colored in. Dang it, cats, hello! Not my cat. She literally just walked in. My little kitty cat, Lady J. Literally just like waltzed in. I know recently she's been quite literally trying to sit on my drawing tablet, so I really hope that does not happen on stream. That would be very inconvenient. I should probably be doing the hair here on separate layers, but I think right now my main concern is just removing the cat and then seeing what I can do illustration-wise with it. I think that's the main thing here. It doesn't have to be fully accurate, because this whole piece is still going to be covered by the cat in the end. But it will be nice to have a kind of solid base to kind of go off of if I need to readjust the background colors. I don't know if I'm going to make anything else in the illustration move besides the cat, but we will see. Color up there. And then if we hide this lower illustration, coloring in here as well. Perfect. So, some exciting art things that are actually going to be happening is, I mean, if anyone's interested, but on Instagram there was a kind of, I think it's like a commission slash, print on demand kind of shop thing. I believe it's called Teezer, where it's like TEEZR. And pretty much, I think it's kind of like VGen, but I put in an application and I'm on the wait list, so that's exciting. Hello, Dragon Fate, welcome! Hope you're having a great day. Is that Jekyll? Yes, this is my OC Jekyll. This is an old illustration of him in some, like, you know, modern civilian clothes. currently drawing over a cat. Alright. That's pretty much how his hair was. We're gonna call that good for the hair for right now. Right. Then we're gonna move on to the skin area back here. Here we go. And I'm kind of just using the default thin gouache brush because that's like probably my favorite render brush so far. Boy, is he a beefy man. Yes, he is. I have my brother to blame for that, actually. Because, like, the original concept art that I had, he was not as beefy as he is. But, over the course of time, and as my brother slowly drew him, he just got beefy. Which, I mean, I don't mind. Dude is a tank. It's actually kind of funny, because, as soon as I, like, questioned my brother, like, why would you give him such a beefy build? And my brother was like, because he has to be Batman. And I'm like, you know what? Sure. So I gave him, like, Batman physique, I guess. Sitting here on trial, like, I have to justify my actions, even though it's just character design. Alright. And this piece, we're gonna use the secondary color right here, just so I can differentiate between the two planes of the skin. Or at least hopefully do so. Or we can just use the deeper color and do that automatically. Haha. Loophole. Good point, Batman. Is baller inspiration. Yes, he is. I absolutely love Batman. Or at least most Batmans. A lot of interpretations of Batman. I don't know how I feel about it, but if anyone watched, like, Justice League or Justice League Unlimited, like, that whole series, that was absolutely favorite Batman ever thus far. Like, quite literally just animated Batman. Love him. I know at some point there was a teaser for another animated Batman series, which I am also hyped for. Can't wait for that to come out. Because it looks like it'll be good, but I've been fooled by trailers before. Mostly, like, movie trailers, because I remember watching, like, the original, Morbius trailer, and I was like, oh, dude, this is actually gonna be so cool. The movie was not cool. The movie was bad, actually. From Dragon Paint, true. Nice. Though you refuse to accept the Batman for the Harley Quinn show, I actually haven't watched much of the Harley Quinn show. That's, mostly on me. So, unfortunately, I don't know how that Batman acts, but I've definitely seen clips, and I don't know how to feel about that Batman. But you know what is a good interpretation of Batman? But you think it's already out? It's alright? I have no idea. I am so out of the loop with literally everything that I'm like, oh, cool, this thing is coming out, and then no idea when it actually comes out. I'll have to watch it. But, a good interpretation of Batman is Lego Batman. Absolutely love Lego Batman to death. And if anyone says Lego Batman is a bad Batman interpretation, you're wrong. Absolutely wrong. Or maybe that's just my, Lego, obsession talking as a kid. But I mean, like, the Lego Batman movie was banger, so. And I could absolutely gush about Batman. Absolutely love that guy. I don't know, another obscure superhero that I absolutely love, which is also from Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, is Martian Manhunter. Odd pick, and probably most people don't even know who Martian Manhunter is, and only know like the really bad versions of him from like Supergirl and stuff. But man, I love Martian Manhunter. Actually, kind of funny. Growing up, like watching those shows, I think that was like my first ever cosplay when I was like, I think I was like 3 years old, where my mom made me a Martian Manhunter outfit. That was my favorite. From Dragon Point, the Batman thing, the Lego Batman movie was pretty good, not gonna lie. Exactly! It's a banger! Yes, Martian Manhunter. I love him. I love him so much. And I feel like he's so underrated. And they just haven't really had a good use for him. It's such a long time. Which is really sad because, I mean, the original, like, makings of Martian Manhunter was because he was supposed to be a Superman replacement, because when they started, like, the original, like, Justice League series, as in, like, comic book series, they wanted to make replacements for characters, so they didn't overuse their mainstays. So, like, that's why a lot of people, like, theorize that's why, like, Green Arrow was made, because it's a Batman ripoff, pretty much, and that's why Martian Manhunter was supposed to be the, Superman stand-in from Dragon Paint. He really, there needs to be more content about him. He needs to have more content, and I don't know. Part of me is scared to have more content about him because I feel like, I don't know, people are going to take his character in a direction that's not going to really fit. But that's just me. I'm just nostalgic for that Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. Absolutely nostalgic. Me and my brother were actually watching the series recently, through unsavory means, but watching the series recently, and man, made me miss those, like, just watching those old cartoons. There's a good rendition of him in an animated Superman movie. I think it's called Man of Tomorrow. Ooh, I'll have to look that up. You know, it's funny. I'm like trying to remove this cat, but I'm like getting carried away with like fixing small inconsistencies I see in like just the general rendering of stuff. I'm like, oh man, this needs to change, and then I'll like fix it. Then I'm like, wait a minute. Alright. I gotta keep in mind that I still need to keep the shading in most of these areas, because the cat will be back. Just removing him for now. There was a really weird noise that came outside, and I realized it wasn't from outside, it was my cat in the window. But, I don't know, Martian Manhunter is just one of those banger superheroes. Absolutely love the guy. Do you have a favorite, like, superhero? Either, like, Marvel, DC, or just in general? I always find it fun to find out people's favorite superheroes and stuff. Because I don't know, sometimes it says a lot about somebody who their favorite superhero is. I know my brother really likes the Flash, but more specifically Wally West Flash. Absolutely loves him. From Dragon Paint, man, that's tough. You love Winter Soldier from Marvel, but going back to Spider-Man lately, dude, Spider-Man. Stan Lee really struck gold with Spider-Man, you know? I believe, like, this may be wrong. I'm not exactly sure, but I remember at some point there was like an interview with Stan Lee where he was talking about like the conception of Spider-Man, and he was just like a one-off character in like a like shorts series at like the end of I think comic books where they had like little shorts or something, and the character absolutely blew up, and for good reason. He's just, I don't, there's something about him that really draws people to his character, you know? And the very different, like, many different versions of Spider-Man. Speaking of different versions of Spider-Man, I am so sad I've not been able to watch the second Spider-Verse movie yet. I'll get to it at some point, unfortunately. Or fortunately, but I've not watched it yet. This is really hard trying to fix his booba here. Cheese and crackers. Hard to tell what's cat and what's not cat, I guess. Here we are. You know what, something I just realized about this illustration, his eye right here is completely off. It needs to, like, if I were to actually redo stuff, his eye would probably be more like there. Right? Yep. His eye's totally off. Whoops. That's alright. From Dragonplate, plot-wise, the sequel is meh, but the art is very good. Of course, take my opinion with a grain of salt because you're super critical with animated films. I mean, that's perfectly fair. Being critical of animated films is an important part of learning and growing in art in general. And there's nothing wrong with being critical about things that you enjoy and or love. Because that just means that you take the time to actually go through and comb through something that you really enjoy. Like, games that I absolutely love are the Borderlands series. They're probably one of the big inspirations for a lot of my art, which I don't think shows at all, but that's okay. But, absolutely love, like, the Borderlands series, but man, they make some bad choices sometimes. And it's okay to be critical of that stuff because you still enjoy it. And sometimes you just need to like something for what you like it for, you know? I don't know where I was going with that, actually. So take what I said with a grain of salt. That is just incoherent rambling. I know, something fun that I'd like to do to spice up some incoherent rambling is actually, like, I don't know, finish off and, like, either make, like, a PNG tuber model or a VTuber model. That would be fun. From Dragon Paint True, haha. What's your opinion on the recent movie? Controversial opinion. It's actually not bad. I know that's a really hot take for a lot of people, but it has the exact same quality in almost every single way that the FNAF movie does. Like, how could I, like, absolutely call the Borderlands movie awful when it's quite literally the exact same quality as the FNAF movie? Like, I could gush to you all day about, like, the set dressing, the props, the animation, the ingenuity, the set dressing, the lighting, what camera choice they decided to use in both films. I could gush all day about that. But it all comes down to the writing and then really bad climaxes. Because, I mean, then again, I may be kind of biased because in the original games, the character is like Lilith, who's like the main character of both like the movie and in the games. Pretty much, even though you're playing people, she's like the main character. I absolutely despise her. She's the worst, and not in a good way. I dislike her character so much. Like, I'm currently replaying Borderlands 3, and I have to play, like, my YouTube playlist so loud so I don't hear her dialogue. That's how much I dislike her. But in the movie, I really liked her character. She had a wonderful casting choice, and I know a lot of people are really angry about the casting choices that they made in the movie, but I honestly don't think they made bad casting choices at all. Even with, like, Kevin Hart as, Roland, a lot of people are like, dude's too short, he's too comedic, but if you play the first game, and especially, like, the second game, dude has that energy. One thing I do dislike about the movie is how, which actually has been a problem for the entire Borderlands series and writing, is how they focus on characters so hard that they overshadow other characters, which, I mean, is kind of like a whole thing for having like a large rose gallery. Like, Borderlands 3 is a great example where they have so many characters, but absolutely almost none of them get like fleshed out. Because some of my favorite characters are like, sorry, I could go on and on about the series, are like Mordecai, Brick, and Tiny Tina, and they're in one side mission. Spoiler alert, they're in one side mission in all of Borderlands 3, minus the DLCs. And that kind of sucks, and it's something that was brought into the movie. Like, Tiny Tina, completely a plot device. Krieg, literally only there for, like, I guess the Borderlands aesthetic and the aesthetic of having a, literally just having a psycho in, which is the actual name of the type of character he is, like, in the movie. So, I'm gonna apologize, this is really interesting. Oh, thank you. Like, even, my favorite game of the series, which I think anyone who enjoys the series, their favorite game is Borderlands 2. It has such a weak ending, man. Like, they build up, like, Handsome Jack, which is, like, a lot of people say it's, like, video gaming, like, one of video gaming's best villains. Like, they absolutely build up Handsome Jack to the point where, like, you know, like, the really climactic, I guess, mood shifts in the middle, where you have, like, a plot structure where, you know, halfway through Act 2, or pretty much, like, at the end of Act 2, the entire, like, you know, it's like I can't remember the exact English, like, terminology, language arts terminology for it. But there's like a dynamic shift where, where the heroes are winning and then they start losing. So there's that dynamic shift pretty much, where pretty much a big thing happens. One of the major characters, something bad really happens to them. I'm not going to go into spoilers, but if anyone hasn't played the games, because it's absolutely worth the play. But basically, something big really happens. One of the characters gets really hurt and stuff, and then your main villain has a complete change in like dynamic. Instead of being like a haha funny man, he just wants to murk. He just wants to murk you, like absolutely like done with your BS and stuff. And even though that's supposed to be like his third act breakdown, I guess. It only lasts like 3 missions, and then the game's over. And even though this character, like Handsome Jack, has been your antagonist throughout the entire thing, he is only a mini boss before the actual ending boss. Like, you don't even get like a proper fight with him. He is just a sub mini boss, and that bothers me so much. Like, dude spawns in like the big bad and is like, haha, I'm a wet noodle, and then you kill him, and then there's absolutely no satisfaction besides getting to like, defeat him in the end. And yet, even after that, there's like no lasting impact of his death that you feel afterwards. It's all just very flat, which I mean could just be a lack of story missions after the final mission, but absolutely going on a rant here. Hey, I think, oh no, I was like, hey, we removed the cat. Nope, he's still on his hand. But the game is still absolutely immaculate. Recommend it to anybody, especially if you're a fan of first-person shooters, but it feels like they didn't run out of time in the end, because they had a good amount of time developing everything, but the ending feels really hollow, unfortunately, and I think that's just because of retrospective instead of an actual problem with the game. But man, Gearbox is probably one of those companies that I would absolutely die to work for. Just on principle, because of how much stuff I really like of theirs. And to hopefully, like, stop, like, if anyone's ever played Borderlands 3, and the story is awful. And it's actually not bad in many retrospects. The only bad things about the story, I would have to say, are literally all the sirens. They just screwed up each one in their own unique way, and made it like a miserable experience going through the story. Like Lilith, she's always been awful. I've always disliked her. But one, they kind of made her in-game model a little bit funky looking. And two, she's absolutely insufferable. She has like an entire personality change. And is treated with a lot of Mary Sue complex, unfortunately, so that really just, I don't know, irks me in the wrong way. And then they introduce like another character, brand new character, who also gets Mary Sue treatment in the worst way possible. She makes like the worst mistake ever and gets no consequences, except it seems like she gets consequences, but she doesn't. Absolutely does not learn her lesson. And then, like, one of the good sirens, they just absolutely fridge her from the game. Not Mary Sue. Ew. Which, I mean, is something that they've been doing with this character for a long time. Even in the second, like, ever since the first game, in the second game, she's still a Mary Sue. but it's kind of understandable, and I still didn't really like her character just because she's mean. Like, her whole personality was like, she was a mean, callous, bitch, right? And that was pretty much like your personality, kind of. At least that was my personality read on her after replaying these games for a long time. But she still had a heart. She still cared. And like sometimes you absolutely facepalm at her. And I just didn't like her character. And yet in the third game, they're like, okay, we have to dial back her personality and like even change her facial proportions. So her facial proportions are like softer. In order to make her, I guess, more palatable? I don't know, but it completely, like, removes her personality, and all it, like, unfortunately, all she's left with is, like, woe is me, but I'm still gonna kick butt. And this is just a minor setback. To, one of the, like, spoilers for, like, the third game, but it happens really, like, soon in the game, where she, like, loses her main, like, siren power things, which are like OP powers that she gets. She loses those, and which is a traumatic thing. She's had this her entire life, and losing them is like losing a part of yourself. And yet they don't ever go into that. She's like, no, I'm fine, it's okay, but still treats her like she can't do anything, even though she's like, no, I can do everything still. It's weird. I don't like it. It really drags down the third game. But that's probably just my opinions. From Spiritberry, you posted your concept art of your story on Tumblr so far no one's asked about anything of... Jeez, I'm so sorry, I can't read. Story on Tumblr so far, no one has asked you about it yet. I'm so sorry. I mean, it could just be that it just hasn't found the right audience yet. If I had a Tumblr, I would do it. I have yet to actually commit to getting Tumblr, like I said I would. But I can't remember. Is your Tumblr handle the same as your Insta handle? Because if it is, then I will absolutely ask you stuff about your story. It might just have to be after stream. Same, you'll have to make one. Alright, the cat has been removed. Which is part 1. Ah, the cat is gone. That's actually not bad. The amount of moving the cat. I mean, I do find it funny that down here in this section, like I said, I was like fixing small bits and pieces as I was going. And that's definitely one of those portions where I was like, yeah, let me fix this real quick. Hello, LA Heart, welcome! Right. So, should be to the point where you have cat. So, honestly, I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna go for animating wise. I absolutely kind of did myself in by making this 24 frames per second, but we'll see. Heck yeah, Ally Heart, absolutely check out their stuff. Let's go. Alright. Oh, that's gonna be the awful part. I think, is probably gonna be actually like adding in the lighting and stuff to the cat and everything. From Spiritberry, their story is about 3 mythical creatures being bullied for looking weird. Oh no! And they summoned a demon to help them! I agree with DragonPay. It's probably absolutely so cute. I can't wait to check it out after stream. Alright. So, this is the... Oops. This is the flat colors of the cat. So, mine is flat colors of the cat and the background. Hold up. Take that out. Okay. I think what might actually be easy to separate the cat from everything else is just refer to editing layer, select the outside, flip invert, select this, Control C, Control V. Now, should have a separate layer with the cat on it. Heck yeah. It's not perfect, but that's actually pretty good. So. From Spiritberry, continuing to talk about their story, it turned out that the demon doesn't care about helping them. He only wants to help them so he could just control them. Oh man. Oh, I actually screwed up here. It has a little bit of the strap poking out over here. It's not completely covered by hair, so let me fix that real quick. From Ally Heart, talking about Spiritberry's story. Yeah, this sounds like a very demon thing to do, sadly. Also talking about Spiritberry's story from DragonPay. Oh, that sounds like a really fun premise. I know their Cuphead art style is absolutely to die for. I'm in love with it. Also from DragonPay, yo, that cat looks so good. Thank you, thank you. It's a cat. I don't know what else to say about that. I normally don't paint or do a lot of animals, so. Alright. So I actually want to, on here, kind of just go through and block out the shirt again. So the idea isn't completely lost, that he has a little bit of his shoulder peeking out on the other side. This strand absolutely goes nuts, apparently. His hair strand is woo! But that's okay, that's okay. From Ally Heart, oh, you're devastated. You were trying to design a cool looking villain, and multiple people told you look like Edna from The Incredibles. Oh no! Which isn't really the cool villain vibe you were going for. Aww. But you're so proud of the design, but if she really looks like that to so many people, you may change her. You know what, that is entirely fair. But also keep in mind that having a character, I guess, look like another character in general isn't necessarily a bad thing. It sometimes sucks because you're like, well, that's not the vibe I was going for. Nor do they, like, act and or, like, behave like this other character. But honestly, sometimes it's not that bad because you can always just overlook it. But then again, if for you it's not like to you it's not reading like the cool villain vibes you wanted other people to think of, then I can totally understand why you would want to take another crack at it. I need to thin out this strap over here. It's like absolutely massive for no gosh darn reason. Probably be like around there, I would say, it would be kind of strap thickness. I mean, it's probably gonna be covered by the cat in the end, anyways, but might as well be a little thorough. From Ally Heart, yeah, but you've already finished coloring like 25 panels with them in it? Oh no! I mean, then, honestly, you could always keep the design for now, and then maybe when you introduce the character later, they have like a cool redesign. Because, I don't know, maybe it's like, unfortunately, I have not seen the character yet. But, I mean, one of the things that you could always do is maybe tweak their silhouette a little bit, because sometimes people associate silhouettes really strongly with different characters. Alright. I'm like doing hot fixes here and there, which I should not be doing. I should just actually continue working on stuff. This is my issue and why I haven't done like a large scale illustration again, because I get so bogged down with like tiny details and stuff. Hello, Uwu Boy. Welcome. From Ally Heart, yeah, maybe sad face. Alright, cool. That is pretty much that wrapped up. And then I think that's pretty decent for, you know, removing the cat behind. Although, and then we do have cat separated now, which is another good thing. So I guess the next thing to do would be to Frankenstein this cat into the position it's supposed to be. From Dragon Paint, talking about Ally Heart's character. I think at the end of the day, your character is your own, and just because someone compares it to a familiar design doesn't mean it's the same vibe, if you know what I mean. That's a very good point. Also from Dragon Paint, it's just more like common shapes or designs they're familiar with in modern social media. Or modern media. I absolutely agree with that. That is a very, very good way of saying that, actually. Alright, I think we're gonna grab all these pieces, put these in a group together so I can just hide them all at once and solely focus on Frankensteining this cat into the position it's supposed to be. Man, that actually lines up relatively well with just minimal tweak. That is nice. From Ally Hart, yes, so it's the haircut you gave her, which was the part you were most proud of, and I was like, ooh, geometric, sharp-looking bob haircut looks so villainy and cool. But yeah, everyone else was like, oh, that's Edna's haircut. I mean, that's actually, unfortunately, something that is a fault in human nature, is pretty much like defaulting stuff in association, which, I mean, I can totally see how, I guess, the angular haircut could lead to being Edna, but also using really angular and sharp features is a staple for villain designs, and that actually sounds like that's a really cool design choice to make. From Dragon Paint, to be honest, I see Edna's haircut with being a cool villain style. Exactly! Alright. Head's pretty much in the right position. Just get the liquefy tool out real quick and just futz around with it just a little bit. There we go. Gonna move on to the rest of this. Probably scoot down my layer holder. Alright, next thing I'm gonna cut is the arm. I'm gonna cut lower arm and then upper arm separately. Just because I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to cut up all these individual pieces and then move them around to make the sequence. I think that might be the easiest way of making the sequence. So that is what I'm going to go with. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be done, but that's what it's going to be done now. Have you guys listened to Epic the Musical? Yes, I have. I've listened to like a few snippets of the Wisdom Saga so far. And it's I mostly am not really in Epic for the music. I'm there for the animatics. And some of the animatics that have come out so far have been key. And I'm really excited to kind of actually sit down and fully listen to the album, but I think I might wait for some of the animatics to come out, just because that's how I really enjoy watching or interacting with a lot of the Epic the Musical stuff. Spear Fairy. Oh, you're talking about Dragon Paint's comment. Yeah! Story heavily inspired by Cuphead. I could definitely see that, since you're talking about characters making a deal with the devil. And of course, there's multiple ways you can make a deal with the devil, but I know, I do like how I believe the Wisdom Saga actually kind of brings Telemachus's, I think that's his name, right? Odysseus' son, actually like expands a little bit on his experience with all the suitors and everything, and like missing his dad. I do really enjoy that part of at least some of the snippets I've seen of the Wisdom Saga so far. From Ally Hart, yeah, the first only fully finished animatic I found is for one of the first songs, Legendary. Yeah, I mean, Legendary is actually a banger of a song. It's definitely not my general taste in music. I might not listen to it all that much just because, I don't know, just in general. But damn, is it a good song. From Dragon Paint, literally obsessed with Cuphead, talking about spirit berries kind of basic stuff. And yeah, no, Cuphead, absolutely wonderful. And then from Ally Heart, yes, love his story. Absolutely do as well. From Spirit Berry, once you see the Cerberus character, it'll be more obvious. Yeah, talking about your story in the Cuphead associations. Probably will be. And then Ally Heart, the idea of him hearing exaggerated stories about his father as hero. Yeah. I mean, I can't wait till the Ithaca saga and the sadness that will bring. Or, because, I don't know, I am... Probably my favorite saga out of all of them has to be the Underworld saga, just because of, I guess, general vibes. And, like, so far, I think my favorite song out of all of them, out of, like, the entirety of Epic, has to be The Lair of Scylla, because I love that song. Alright. Cat arm. Now we're gonna do cat upper arm. I really, made some wonky proportions on this kitty cat. That is okay, though. Sometimes wonky proportions are just a staple of human-made art. From Ally Heart, you pretty much like any song with Athena. That's fair. I think its name is My Goodbye. That's also a really good song. Alright. Upper arm. Let's cut that out. You also really like Thunderbringer? Yeah. It's intense, you really like that. Hello, Bella Days, welcome! Alright, we got upper cat arm. Let's put this guy into position. I think I might literally just, like, put it like this. This is at all a quote-unquote professional way of, like, cutting up an illustration to make it move? Absolutely not. Bella Days, you have 3 cats? Oh my gosh, you're flukes? I mean, intermittently, I'll have my little kikis kind of hop in over here. Unfortunately, they don't meow all that often unless you're, like, literally walking by them, and then they'll, like, scream at you. I have no idea why. I'm like, dude, I'm quite literally just walking past you, but yeah, my little kiki's kind of wandering around too. Alright. And let's kind of fix the orientation of this arm, at least with the shading and stuff. I'm not excited to have to go in and do this for, like, every single frame of this, like, 30 frame animation, but from Bella Days, so would say Ruthlessness and Epic the Musical? Yeah, no, dude, Ruthlessness is a really good song. And storytelling-wise, sets up, like, the main kind of driving theme so well. I don't know. Overall in the Epic series, the use of like character like themes and stuff, absolutely really good. And I think that's what makes a lot of the songs really iconic is like character themes that you'll find throughout different songs. We stand with List Love Epic the Musical. There's so many good storyboards with that song. Dude, yeah. There's been a storyboard artist that made one for Thunderbringer, and then they recently did one for Ruthlessness, and just dude, animators and like storyboard artists are going hard with the water physics. They're having such a good time. Me, who's played repeat on several Epic songs. Literally used the Underworld song for OC animation, so totally can get that vibe there. Hey, cat position is looking pretty good so far. The water horses, yeah, dude, I love water horses. Dude, I find it so cool, like, the absolute grasp that Epic the Musical has over just people in general, and especially artists. It's wonderful. From Bella Days, it's epic. That's an applause for you. That was good. Definitely gonna drag some of these guys back on screen. Yeah, it's something Poseidon actually is referenced for in mythology. Yeah, which is like that is really cool. I find it funny that in mythology, Poseidon's just like, he pretty much is like, I have the water, and I also want horses too. Grand Dragon playing, can we please just get an animated feature of the musical when it's done? I saw my left kidney for it. No, literally, someone needs to go through and like contact a bunch of different like artists who've done animatics and stuff for the series, and like contact them and be like, hey, could I like use your stuff and like make like a whole like 4-hour long just movie of all this different artists' work, and you like try and like get a diversity of stuff so each song has like a new artist. That would be so cool. Oh, he has? Oh shoot. I mean, I have not seen it yet. I will definitely have to do it. It's so cool. Nice. Definitely have to check it out. Alright. It's kind of getting to the point where I'm like cutting up this cat. That's a weird word out of context. Or phrase out of context. I'm like cutting up this cat, and I'm gonna actually have to start drawing in and fixing features at some point. I mean, if I had a better program, like doing stuff like the tail would be super easy, because you could just use having some experience with like After Effects, you could just use the bone tool and like make the tail move. Absolutely love like the hypeness in the comments or the chat. There was a release of it for the Wisdom Saga. Ooh. See, now that you say that, I'm like having a to-do list of stuff to do over the course of end of stream. That's definitely one. Checking out Spiritberry's story post is definitely one of them on Tumblr. The stream crashed mid-song. Oh, jeez. I remember seeing that on my YouTube For You page. Was the live stream for all of the Wisdom Saga songs. Odie didn't want to talk to Calypso so much the stream crashed. Or Poseidon snipped it. They're all chanting Captain. Oh man. That is funny. The gods literally had other plans for the stream. Well, that's good that he was able to get the stream back up. I mean, if he was using OBS, which is what I use, there is a feature that allows you to pretty much save your stream data so you can join back in pretty much at any time. So, thankfully, stuff like that exists. We're gonna try and put this ham leg where it's supposed to be. I know I have half a mind to actually make a Epic the Musical animatic, but to be honest, I feel like there's so many good ones that I don't feel like I need to. I forgot, dude. Howdy, welcome. Kinda just chilling, having fun, talking about Epic the Musical. You know, like every other artist on the planet right now. Alright. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of warping for this one. Honestly, I have no idea how, like, biblically accurate I should try and stay to the, like, under animation. Because it might be easier just to, like, loosey-goose it just a little bit. The gods have speedy internet, LMAO. It was funny AF. Here we go. Ham leg. Oh man, what is kind of bad about this is that, like, this lower paw and this lower kind of leg area, I do not have either of those drawn out or, like, painted or anything, so that's probably going to be a lot of reinterpretation for those. Alright, I think I'll probably first off do the body. Make a cutout for this. So there, then afterwards I can work on the back and the front leg. Or the back, yeah, the back and the front leg. Oh, the kitty is adorable. Thank you, thank you. From Dragon Paint, they have Hermes running on a little hamster wheel powering the internet. LMAO. From Stella Days, everyone was freaking out chanting Captain. Like the Underworld Saga. But it was like to get the stream back up. Also, the animatics came out lightning fast. Dude, literally, there was barely like 24 hours, dude. It shocked you. Listen, you gotta get that dough and you gotta get it fast. get from Dragon Paint. How? Literally. From Baladays, Hermes is the expert with the internet, lol. Storyboard artists, man, they're wicked fast. Man, I wish I could be as fast as an epic animation or an epic storyboard maker. I think my life would be so much better if I was just that fast at just creating art. This one's gonna be a lot of painting in. The captain works fast, but the crew works faster. Dude, you are so right. It would be so cool to... I just can't imagine how cool it is to actually, like, have something you've been working on be, like, pretty much, like, the muse for so many people. Must be absolutely dope, man. Alright, gotta round his little booty. There we go. Now we're actually gonna make a little cat bod. Paint that in. The joke was too accurate? Absolutely. And this was all made by one dude. Yeah, exactly. Who got all these via online stuff. Dude. It's definitely awe-inspiring. I feel like this is gonna be, it's kind of odd for me to say, but like another Has-Been Hotel situation where pretty much it's, where basically, something was made and it absolutely like changed the game for online creation and what that means. And I'm absolutely here for it. This cat body is gonna look so awkward. I know, part of me is wondering why I put so many stripes on this cat. I'm like, this cat is like 90% stripes for some reason. It's crazy. Yeah, no, it really is. I mean, even with like, you know, God games and everything, I feel like there's gonna be so many more independent creators trying to make another Epic the Musical, and I feel like it's gonna be so cool because us on the internet haven't really been able to, I guess, interact in such a way with like a concept album before it's been like, you know, an actual musical. So I'm pretty sure there's probably gonna be a lot more at this, like a lot more Epic the Musical kind of duplicates. Not like duplicates, but a lot more people exploring this form of like expression and sharing it with people. From Bella Days, the stream is a vibe. Oh, thank you. Want to learn how to stream and you're a noob at it? I mean, I am barely like flying by the seat of my pants. So my one thing to help me through it is 1, get OBS, 2, uh, figure it out, and watch YouTube tutorials, because that's kind of how I win at it. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff that I want to do on stream, and I mean, maybe the next few streams are actually going to be like working to build on kind of like a library of stream assets and stuff, because I'm really enjoying doing stuff like this. Whereas, like, you know, this kind of illustration, moving illustration that I'm working on now is meant to, at some point, replace my static ended stream screen. Oh, dude, same. Totally looks like so much fun from Dragon Paint. Absolutely should stream. It is a lot of fun. Welcome back, Spiritberry. From Bella Days, they will. Epic the musical slaps. Some of the songs took a bit for you than others. Love them. From Alihar, oh, Comic Potter is like the only streamer I watch. Aww. Thank you. No other streams can keep your attention for long. Absolutely best vibes here. I'm glad. Your streams are really fun. I'm very happy that you guys are enjoying streams. That's like #1 goal for me, is to create a fun environment that people can, like, you know, have fun and both chat with each other. So I'm glad it's kind of paying off. Alright. Should be cat body. Now we can add, aha! Doesn't look too bad. I don't think. I think that looks pretty good. At least to be put in the background of stuff. I think I might erase this little butt stripe right here. From Spiritberry, there's only one other person's stream who I watched. Oh, cool. I mean, I usually try and watch a few different streams from different people, but like, I mostly watch gaming streams, if I'm gonna be honest. That would be so much fun to do, though, is like, you know, stream games. That would be fun. From Alihar, you also used to watch another stream, but they played games. They started playing games that you were really uninterested in, but they were still really cool. I don't know, if I were ever just like stream games, it would probably be like, I don't know, Binding of Isaac, Cult of the Lamb, a lot of horror games, probably, like, I don't know, I have half of mine to actually, like, finally stream and or play the FNAF games, because I don't think I've actually, like, genuinely played any of them besides the first game. But that's like half of mine stuff. Like, I don't think I'll actually do it, but I don't know. It's always on the back burner. Alright. We have my family just came back from watching the movie. From Dragon Paint. Oh, frick, you should do it. I can't wait to play horror games. But I love watching horror games. FNAF mentioned FNAF. Dude. FNAF is absolutely amazing. Indigo Park, anyone? Dude, Indigo Park? That came out of nowhere. I actually follow Astral Spiff, who kind of got big from doing Security Breach streams. And it was crazy when he went through Indigo Park and actually, like, I think he had a video comparing the alpha version of the beta, or like the alpha version of the chapter 1 versus like the original chapter 1. It was really cool. From Bella Days, Benny and the Ink Machine, Little Nightmares. You're reading off some of the best games I've seen in my life ever. I mean, some other horror games that I really enjoy are like, man, what's the one that recently came out? It's like Stillwater, in the Deep or something. It's basically one where it's a bunch of guys on an oil rig. I watched a playthrough of that one and like, dude, I love walkthrough horror games, especially. I'll definitely say that like one of my favorite things in horror is body horror, but that's like just a me personal thing. From Spearberry, if I knew how to stream, you'd stream yourself playing Undertale. Man, that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun to watch. It's been a while since I've actually played Undertale. I think the last time I played, I like gave up after getting like to the Undyne genocide fight. Actually, from the studio of Little Nightmares, I think there's a new game coming out, which I would be so hyped to play. That would be awesome. From Dragon Paint Little Nightmares is one that you played but couldn't finish because you're a coward. Oh no! I don't think not finishing a game is cowardly. I just think sometimes you put it down for a long period of time and forget. There's nothing cowardly about that, you know? Regardless of why you put it down the first time. From Alihart, one of the only horror games you actually played. Have I ever seen The Thing? The Thing is actually my favorite horror movie. Like, hands down, if someone were to ask me, like, my favorite quote-unquote live-action film, it would be The Thing. Probably, like, the reason why I really enjoy the genre of body horror. Has anyone played Bad End Theater? I have seen a couple playthroughs of Bad End Theater. That looks like such a fun game. And I absolutely love the story for it. Like, y'all are just mentioning, like, the absolute best, like, indie bangers ever. And it's absolutely awesome. And from Dragon Paint, yes, you too love the film. It gets you every time. I know, right? From Spiritberry. Actually, wait, bending was one of your inspirations for your story too. You almost forgot? Well, that's awesome. I mean, it definitely has the same rubber hose style that both Cuphead and old cartoons do. So I can also see how, stylistically wise, why it would be also really close to your art style and story. I don't know. You know what's my favorite horror game that I think everyone here has played? Minecraft. And I know that's a silly thing to say, but man, there are definitely some jump scares in Minecraft. From Dragon Paint, I can definitely see that Spiritberry also associate your style with Undertale for some reason. I can probably see that too. You have not actually played Minecraft? You know, that's fair. I know, I'm just one of those nerds who's been playing Minecraft since, like, Hypixel opened its servers. So a real long time. Although, recently I've been finally getting back into playing Java Minecraft. From Spiritberry, also get those games for your inspiration. Nice. From Dragon Paint, you wanna, but you feel like it's too late to play the game. Minecraft is like, I don't know, to me it's one of those timeless games where you can join at any point in time. I mean, sometimes you might have to look up a few things, because... over time, games seem to tend to get a little convoluted. So I can definitely see, like, the need to at least look a few things up, but I never think it's too late to pick up a new game, even if it's an old one. Like, one game that's been on my radar forever that I have not played, which is an old game, is Scorn. I really want to play it. I have not played it yet. From Dragon Paint, you were literally just talking to a friend about maybe we'll pick it up. It's always fun to play, and the good thing is like, it's not really like a, I guess, high maintenance kind of game. And the good thing about Minecraft is it can be several different things. I usually am like a min-maxer in Minecraft, where I just go straight for villager trading and stuff, but that's kind of me. From Ally Heart, though the crafting book helped out a lot. Dude, I remember when there wasn't a crafting book. Since I was like a young child playing Minecraft, I originally started playing on Java on the computer version, and there was like no recipe book or anything, which absolutely drove me nuts, especially trying to make stuff. So you would just throw stuff into a crafting table and see what would happen. It wasn't until the Xbox 360 version came out, I think it was like 2 years later, and at that point, the only way to craft stuff was through the recipe system, which was kind of weird because it really barred you from doing a few different things, because you could dye leather at that point. I was so upset that you couldn't do it in the crafting menu that they had. That's like a random pick from like forever ago. You gotta go, Spirit Berry? That's perfectly fine. I hope you have a great rest of your night. From Ally Heart, it's not very hard if you just avoid skeletons and eye contact with Enderman. Skeletons are awful. Or playing peaceful. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with playing in peaceful. Or with keep inventory on. Some people are just like anti like keep inventory, you're playing in peaceful, like you have to play the game like intended. Well, it was intended to be played however you want it to. So. From Alahar, yeah, you started playing around 1.5 or something. Exactly. Yeah, you had to learn everything from Let's Plays. I remember I looked up a lot of stuff like online on the internet. It's really weird kind of thinking back to the evolution of both like both Java and Bedrock separately, because I used to play both separately, and I still do pretty much. From Prohibity, oh my god, Cute Kitty, oh thank you! Right. Speaking of Cute Kitty, I think it's kind of to the point where I gotta actually color in his lower legs and stuff. So I think I might just actually do that raw instead of trying to cut them, because there's not much to cut from the actual original. Yeah, chaos is awesome. I mean, the best way to have chaos is to play with other people, especially during Minecraft. That and like, I don't know, for some reason playing both like Java and Bedrock separately, my goodness, Bedrock is so much harder than Java, and that's not by design, that's just because of how glitchy Bedrock is. So if you really want a chaotic experience, I recommend playing on Bedrock, because you'll have a shield up for like 5 minutes straight and still get shot straight through it and take damage. It's wonderful. From Alihart, man, now you want to play Minecraft? Yeah, you should. I agree with Dragon Paint. Welcome, but it's productive. Wait. productivity. Oh! Productivity. That's awesome. From Bella Days, your son reminds me of. Oh jeez, chat is going so fast. Your son reminds me of a Minecraft pigskin. I don't know. It is. It's based on a Minecraft zombie piglin. It's actually kind of funny because I had a Minecraft pigskin and that's why it's based on it. Yeah, from Alihart. It is. It's so bad. You want to play Minecraft Mobile? Minecraft Mobile is not that bad. Besides, it's quite literally the same as Bedrock. It just depends on your device. On your iPad. Nice. Oh, you play Minecraft Mobile. My bad. I'm just suck at reading. From Dragon Paint. You are too, but you keep getting distracted by the stream. Yeah, I mean, I'm supposed to be drawing too, and I keep getting distracted. So I'm right there with you. From Bella Days, you knew it. I mean, it's not that, like, it's not something I'd really try and hide. Because, you know, I kind of wear my inspirations right on my sleeve, especially with, like, my Sona. What is really funny is I recently did, like, the Bill Sona thing, and, like, half the comments are like, is that a fudging Minecraft piglin? Question mark, exclamation point. It's pretty funny. From Bella Days, I thought of a certain Minecraft SMP, just with a certain cozy vibe. Oh, that would be cool. I don't know. I always feel like it'd be fun to do a Minecraft SMP, but like the bad thing is like, unfortunately after like Dream SMP, for some reason Minecraft SMP is a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth, even though I was a hardcore fan, not hardcore, but I was at least a fan of Minecraft, Dream SMP. But a cozy vibe, like SMP, sounds really cool. Alright. We are going to create a leg. This leg shall be from scratch, so we're just gonna put it all in here at the top. From Alihart, yeah, I get that. Yeah. From Dragon Paint, I feel like you missed out on that. What's kind of the story with that? It depends on, so, because it's like a Minecraft SMP, there's like multiple perspectives, so it depends on what perspective you were kind of watching the SMP through. But basically, the main one that a lot of people were following was one where a bunch of people started a country, the country went bad, people got kicked out of it, they took revenge, and then afterwards, it's kind of hard to describe because it went on for so long. There's probably like 5-minute lore breakdown videos for it probably somewhere. I wouldn't know exactly how to like summarize all that happened to the story of Dream SMP, but I could definitely summarize why a lot of people look back on it not too fondly. I guess stories are hard to summarize, but the legacies they leave behind kind of are. From Dragon Paint, you saw a lot of artist stuff from the Dream SMP a bit ago before, I guess, the decline. Well, yeah, a lot of the decline was because one of the people who, I guess, was, one, carrying the main storyline, and two, was a friend with a bunch of the creators, unfortunately passed away. R.I.P. Technoblade. But basically, I think after that it kind of just declined over time as like relationships kind of just left and went down, and then like there were just a bunch of different allegations, some of them true, some of them false. It's just a whole mess. From Bella Days the Dream, SMP fandom is the only fandom I know that works as fast as the Epic fandom. You know what's funny? A lot of the people that I know that were from the Dream SMP fandom went to the Epic fandom afterwards. Like, exactly two. Like, one of the people who really inspired me to, I guess, do animatics and stuff is like, their username's Woofy the Witch. Quite literally, right after Dream SMP stuff kind of declined, straight to Epic the Musical. Hello, Whisper, welcome! From Bella Days, Technoblade was your inspiration. He was mine as well. I said this a few times in a few different places, but like I used to watch him when I was like, what I used to do is like Blitz Survival Minecraft series. It's really sad looking back on it, but absolutely was a legend. He shall never die. From Bella Days, you have a cover that you're working on. Oh, for Will the People of Order dropping soon? Dude, that's gonna be awesome. It's actually kind of funny. I finally realized that like Will the People of Order is so gosh darn good. Love that. And oh my gosh, Woofy's awesome. I absolutely love them. Inspiration of an artist. From Whisper. Oh, the kitty is so cute. Thank you. It's giving freshly baked bread loaf. That is the best description anyone has ever given a cat that I've drawn. Thank you for having that live rent free in my brain now. I'm smiling cheek to cheek, honestly. That is an amazing description. But yeah, it's actually kind of funny to look back on series and stuff that in games and everything that inspire people. It's always a trip being like, oh, I got this thing from this area and I was inspired by the same person. It's actually really cool to learn that. Haha, bread cat forever. Absolutely. Alright. I probably should like be making this foot in like 2 separate sections for it to be easier to animate later on. But that's a later me problem. Therefore, I am ignoring it. Will later me be absolutely miffed when they have to figure out how to do the lower leg? Absolutely. Is that a now me problem? Not at all. From Whisper, yes you do. This is a catified version of Jackie, my other OC. So you're not insane for like being like, oh wait, the bandages, because yeah, they're totally Jackie's bandages. From Dragon Paint, you're gonna have to dip. It was a fun stream and you enjoyed chatting with y'all. Have a good rest of the night. Thank you so much for dropping by, Dragon Paint. Have a great night. Whisper, I knew it. It was Jackie. Yep. I mean, speaking of heading off stream, I might probably end stream here the next 20 minutes or so. I didn't get too far on actually like animating the background or the cat, but I mean the important part is like kind of cutting it apart. Sweet bread bowl. But it's been like a bunch of fun just chatting. So I've been a little distracted by chat, which I think happens on every stream. Because we get into fun topics like Epic the Musical. Which is kind of funny, Whisper. You missed the Epic the Musical conversation. Which was an absolute blast. Here we go. That looks like a pretty well rendered leg, and then we'll just drag it underneath. Not too bad, not too bad. What are we animating? So I am actually, it is pretty much I'm making a moving illustration. I am, at the end of streams, I have my one illustration that I made like back in December, and the kind of attempt for this was always for it to be an animated illustration, so that's kind of what I'm going in. I already like removed the cat from the foreground pretty much, so kind of what I'm doing now is separating and cutting him so I can actually like, oh wait, Alihar, you are the Frog TM. I'm so sorry, I totally forgot. You are the Ally TM. Or the Frog TM, not Ally TM. Oh my goodness, I'm losing my mind. But yeah, you totally are. From Whisper. Oh my god, we talked about Epic without me. Yes, what do we think about the Wisdom Saga? I have not fully seen the Wisdom Saga yet. But, Legendary's awesome. Artwork is so wholesome. Oh, thank you, thank you. But yeah, so what I have now is I have pretty much, I kind of went in and redid this area where the cat would be. And so I'm actually like, you know, drawing out and kind of separating the pieces of the kitty cat. Is there a Discord? Discord for stream and stuff? Because I do have a artist Discord if you'd like to join. I don't think I have it linked anywhere here on YouTube though. I think I have it linked on Instagram. I might have to put the Discord in the links of streams if that's what you're talking about. But yeah. From Whisper, God Games slap. Did God Games come out already? I do have a Discord. I do have a Discord. I have not like posted about it in a long time, so it kind of like fell to the wayside. It's a very small Discord, very quiet Discord, but yes, there is a Discord. I'll have to definitely share the link out a little bit more. Well, Bella Days, I think, I'd have to remember. I think it's, I know here on YouTube I have a link tree that should link to the Insta. And then if you do want to do sleuthing to find the Discord, I think it should also be in my Insta bio. I think so. Don't quote me on that. But if you send me a DM, this also goes for you, Ally Heart, if you can't find, if the Discord link is not in the bio, if you just send me a DM, then I'll definitely send you the Discord link. I kind of forgot that I should probably be sharing the Discord link. From Whisper, do you need Jackie Cat IRL? Jackie Cat would be pretty cute IRL. Alright. But the little animation that I'm kind of trying to do is this one. This one's a animation I did at uni. Oh, there it goes. Apparently, I just wanted to play the animation. Pretty much just like a small little cat movement. So that's pretty much all the animation is. So the goal is to just do that, but with thing. So I mean, I was kind of running out of stream ideas, so I'm kind of glad that this idea kind of was like, I don't know, came to me when it did, because I had no idea what I was gonna do. And then I was like, oh, I've always been meaning to finish up that kind of animated illustration. And so I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's do that. Because I have a few different animatics that I do want to work on. I just haven't gotten around to making at least sketch bases down for them. And for the longer ones, I do want to get those finished before I kind of start and make anything for stream. Because I at least want people to get the general idea of what an animatic is going to look like for stream and stuff. But yeah. Alright. I think I might finish maybe the paw for his like other upper his other front like hand or cheese and crackers. I think I might finish his upper paw and then might call it first stream. I don't know if I'll continue this on the next stream. I feel like it would be fun, especially if I can't think of anything else to do, but definitely think that would be fun to do. Continue this up over there. I think actually what might be easy to do for the upper paw is to take pretty much a copy of this one, flip and morph it to the lower one. I feel like that's just gonna make life a little easier. From Alihart Sai, you must leave for the night. So your guess is 23. Tell me if you're the frog TM if you happen to remember next stream. I will definitely let you know. These little frog guys have really been cheese and crackers accumulating on my other screen, my other monitor. So there might be decent more than 23, but we will see. We will see. And I will definitely try and remember next time for next stream. This leg is getting a little wobbly using liquefy. Whoopsies. That's okay. Well, we'll fix that. Just gotta get the general shape down, you know? There we go. Seems like a reasonable shape, except how wobbly it is. But we're gonna fix that. give him a little bit of a thick paw, I guess, on this side, but that's okay. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I copy-pasted, because that's definitely making doing the second paw pretty easy. Definitely have to change up these little toe beans down here, just because the angle wouldn't be correct for where they're placed right now. It would look a little awkward on the final illustration. Be around here, actually. Straighten them out just a little bit. And add a little bit of shading. There we go. That's not too bad. And then we put that in the background. Or in the back, but in front of the face. Yeah! About right there. I think this pose is actually looking cuter than the original pose that the cat was originally in. I think that's probably the difference between, like, me doing the animation, like, earlier this year, and then the actual illustration being finished around, like, December last year. So, like, that's the old position versus, like, the new position. I feel like he looks a little bit more chillaxed, at least. So now, Broski's pretty much on there, which I think is good progress, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if anything else in the illustration will be moving. I will have to see, but I think this is good progress in general. It will be kind of hard and difficult to figure out how to actually add in the lighting in the end, because definitely gonna have to fuss around with that, but for right now, I think it's good progress so far. With that being said, thank you all for joining stream. It's been an absolute blast to have you all. And definitely, oh wait, I totally forgot. Frog count. If anyone's still here, please, if you would like to, put your kind of, I guess, guesses for how many frogs have accumulated over the course of stream. And then Ally Heart was talking about being the frog TM. That's kind of like the prize for getting the frog count right, is being the frog TM. That's if I remember. But being, pretty much getting the title of frog TM. But I'm gonna count some frogs. You know, as that's going, I'm gonna let this little animation play. Hold up. Actually, I have to play the animation. There we go. Little animation will play, and I'll count some frogs. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, there we go, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 40, wait, no, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Oops. I think that's 38, 39, 40. Nope, whoops. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50 on the dot. 50 little froggos. Nice. But, okay, with frags being counted and everything else, thank you so much for joining stream. Make sure to take care of yourself, touch some grass, drink some water, and then most importantly, make sure you stretch. Hope you have a good night and or morning.